Hey guys, what's up? Back with Monster Prom, and today I'm gonna try to go for Damien, and he only needs like so many hearts, boldness, and fun for the short player version, which I'm playing right now. So hopefully I can get him to go to prom with me. That's it, he listens to your elders and learn valuable lessons. Sometimes, after all the monster nonsense and the dating gimmicks, you forget that attending class is supposed to be the primary activity at this high school. You gain +2 smarts. Later that night, you head out to the club with Polly and Liam. Using your fake IDs, also known as Polly's boobs, you have no problem getting into the door. The real trouble begins when you get to the bar and Polly starts teasing Liam. I'm telling you, boy, you've got no game. And I'm telling you that I reject the ludic sexual paradigm underlying your assertion. I really should have picked something else besides class to build up on the boldness and fun. I don't know what I was thinking. All I'm saying is that if you're really as cool as you act all the time, you should have no problem getting digits from that gender and indeterminate locust swarm down at the end of the bar. Well, of course I could if I wanted to, but you see, the key to my allure is that I don't want anything. Sounds to you like Liam's just scared. You decide to go over there and show them both how it's done by coating yourself in insect pheromones. Don't go after people, make people go after you. Dancing so hard that you also separate into a cloud of locusts. I'm gonna go with the first one. You pull out the spray bottle of locust sex pheromones that you keep for just such occasions. You spritz it all over your most intimate areas. The hot young locust swarm at the other end of the bar immediately takes notice. You talk all night about your hopes and dreams. It turns out the locust swarm wants to be a veterinarian. When you excuse yourself to go to the bathroom, Liam catches you by the arm. Hey, not that I care or anything, but do you think you could loan me some of those locust sex pheromones? No reason. Looks like Liam's got a fetish. You gain +2 charm and +1 smart. You sit down to enjoy a nice normal meal at the spooky high cafeteria as usual. LOL, JK, something up is always going on here, and today is no different. Oh, hello, Vicky. Did you want to come sit with us and our imaginary friend? No one else is here. Their imaginary friend roars and the whole cafeteria shakes. Okay, Vicky, you have some smarts. You're probably going to figure this out pretty quickly. Why do we have a wild beast under our table? Why don't you take a guess? He's asking you to guess because we totally forgot our plan. Scott, no we didn't. Shut up. We were going to cheat it to the piano. Or maybe the saxophone? I lost my notes. No worries, no notes needed. You know exactly what they should do with this wild beast. The wild beast should be the new school mascot. Put him in a sports jersey and let's rock. Go team. It's obvious you brought such a beast to the kitchen to turn it into the next Monster Chef champion so you can split the big Monster Chef cash prize. I'm gonna go with the second one. It seems like something Damien would do. What a kick-ass idea. Which was obviously ours. You're right, that was our idea. Hooray, we're geniuses. And I have just what we need here, training montage music. Suddenly you start a training montage in which the three of you try to teach cooking to the wild beast. You suck at it since you're not big chefs yourselves, and also because it's a wild beast, and it keeps on devouring people and wreaking havoc. Or is it wreaking havoc? But it is quite an epic training montage. Afterwards, you're all sitting excited in front of a portable TV. The Monster Chef show is about to start. You're holding cute, supportive signs, and you even got yourself a custom-made t-shirt of the wild beast. Whoa, this is the big day. Also, how is it that we train the wild beast and it's now on the show if it's still noon and the cafeteria time hasn't even ended? Shh, Scott, time works in mysterious ways when it comes to training montages. Okay, boys, I only hope it isn't a souffle challenge. We know the wild beast isn't good at souffles. The wild beast isn't good at anything aside from devouring people and wreaking havoc. You quietly watch the show. The challenge is beef Wellington. Yeah, no souffle. Not so surprisingly, once the challenge begins, the wild beast just starts to devour the other contestants and destroys the show's set. You see the judges screaming, "Who the f*** let a wild beast enter the competition?" The wild beast is disqualified. Well, I guess that's it. We might not have won the cash prize, but we won the most valuable of prizes. The prize of laughing at our wild beast f***ing up everything on the Monster Chef set, which is a memory we will cherish forever. Is Damien ready to cherish memories that include you? Wowee. Alright, I need to pick something that will increase my boldness or fun. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You have no idea how it escalates so much, but at one point there are like 300 people. Someone summons demons from a nightmare dimension. The consequences might distort the fabric of reality itself, but who cares? It's a rad party. You gain +2 fun. You're bored and doodling in your notebook when Damien suddenly appears. What the f*** is this doodle? Is that me? Am I cuddling shirtless with Liam? What? Dude, if you were looking for a shortcut to the morgue, this is your lucky day. Give me one good reason not to cuddle your face with my fists. Oh no, they discovered your erotic fan art of them. You can't think of any way to calm the both of them down. But maybe the right answer can calm down one of them. What the f*** is this? This Dear Damien is art. I present to you Yowie. Don't be silly. You don't want to fight me. You're clearly fighting against your urge for cuddling. I don't know which one to pick. Because I'm trying to still get like points with them. I'm gonna just go with the first one. Calm down, Damien. You're such a bigot. I've heard about this Yowie. It's a millinery form of art from the East, a delightful celebration of love and desire. What? And I must admit, this piece is full of raw talent. Look at the strokes, the expressions, the suggestive placement of the hand. It conveys so much with so little. Dude, are you high? Look at this other one. You're pregnant. This is insanity. It's not insanity, but neither is this one exactly Yowie. It's impreg. Behold, what a way of standing up against the gender status quo. Or is it quo? I don't know. They're changing the world one pregnant doodle at a time. No, there's no way you can convince me this isn't weird or wrong or problematic. I'm out of this plot line. Ignore him, Vicky. I have been searching for the pinnacle of art for generations. Little did I know it was here all along in the ancient form of Yowie. Will you accept me as your student? May I call you sensei? I think this is a good thing. You gain +2 creativity and +1 smarts. I might just go to the prom with Liam. You're talking to Joanne, the small magic Latino cat, when he tells you that you won't ever be as fun as Bob, the scary clown. You accept the challenge. You go straight to Bob, stab him several times, open his bleeding chest, and eat some of his guts in order to consume his fun. Really? Do you think that's how this works? Well, it is. You gain +2 fun from poor Bob. In the middle of everything, a portal opens up and swallows Vera, Polly, and Liam. You dive in to rescue them and straight into the season final of the Interdimensional Bachelor. Good lord. Help, I'm in danger of spraining my eyes from rolling them so hard. Oh my god, we're on a game show? Yes, indeed. Tonight, you three will answer a series of trivia questions. Whoever gets the most points becomes I'm gonna win. I don't even care what the prize is. Your what? Your wife? What a revolting premise. So you're saying we're supposed to respond to a series of questions and scenarios? Our answers to which will make us more or less likely to achieve a romantic outcome with you? That's extremely problematic. I can't think of anyone who would ever want to play such a tawdry dating game. Everybody stop raising reasonable concerns so I can hear the first question. That's the spirit. Question number 1. Describe your ideal marriage proposal. But before Polly can answer, you bust in yourself. Now's your chance to give an answer that will end the competition and send the prince packing. I'd present you with my grandmother's wedding ring, still attached to my naked grandmother. Jaw unhinges, bees pour out. I'll go with the first one. I'm sorry, that's not the answer we were looking for. Does anyone else... Wait, what was wrong with that answer? That was a dope answer. Do you have something against grandmothers? Or, oh my god, do you have something against nakedness? Because my whole answer was just going to be naked, naked, naked. Actually, from you, that would be an acceptable... Oh, so now there's a double standard? Nudity is okay for Polly, but not for grandmothers? Grandmothers have flesh too, you know, or at least some of them do, the ones that aren't ghosts or shadow goblins. I can't believe we're on a game show hosted by a gramophobe. Grandmothers are the most retro immediate family members, and we should all respect that. You know what? Fine, I'm sorry I abducted you all to star in my amazing game show. Go home. The image of your naked grandma has completely crushed my libido anyway. To everyone's relief, the prince sends you all home. This whole situation reminds you to call your grandmother. You don't tell her why. You gain +2 charm and +1 creativity. I actually just might start trying to go for Liam, because it's really leading me in that direction. Liam and Polly aren't alone at their table. They're flanked by two beefy hobgoblins in school security uniforms. What do these two have bodyguards now? They aren't bodyguards, they're food guards. Principal Giant Spider found out we weren't eating during lunch, so he assigned guards to us because he thinks we have an eating disorder. And we do have an eating disorder. It's called being dead. Except it's not an eating disorder, it's an identity and a lifestyle. Death style. Whatever. The point is that they won't let us leave until we've eaten our food. Which will be never. And I have a meeting of the Smug Superiority Club to conduct next period. I can't be late. If you could just figure out a way around these food guards for us, I'd be super grateful. Like, in a sexy way. Well, you can't say no to that. Time to enact your fiendishly clever plan. Dump all of Polly's food onto Liam's plate. Dump all of Liam's food onto Polly's plate. I'm gonna go with the second one. With all the artistic subtlety of performance, artist Marina Abramovic, you pour Liam's food onto Polly's plate and through her lap. No, this is literally the exact opposite of what I wanted. Good lord, what a tableau. A ghost bewildered by a mountain of unwanted food. This is perhaps my most daring food pick yet. You guys are really throwing me under the bus here, which isn't cool because being thrown under a bus is totally how I died. I don't know what you're talking about, Polly. I have clearly consumed all of my food, quite honestly and forthrightly. Luckily for you and Liam, the hobgoblins are totally morons with no secondary theory of mind. They instantly believe Liam's ruse. Liam whisks you away to the afternoon meeting of the Smug Superiority Club, where you spend hours practicing your sneers and gazing into each other's eyes. That day while rehearsing for the class play, it's as though the muses themselves have descended to give you figurative oral sex. Your performance is intense and inspiring. It will be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school play standards. You gain +2 creativity. Oh yeah, for Liam you need smarts and creativity for the short version. Someone taps you on the shoulder hesitantly. You turn around to see Liam. He's carrying a brand new notebook in a very Japanese pencil case. Oh that's right, you promised to teach him the secrets of yaoi. He bows to you. Ohayo gozaimasu, sensei. I'm learning Japanese so as to make this more authentic. I'm ready for my first lesson. You know nothing about teaching yaoi. You kind of just draw naked dudes snuggling and hope it turns people on. But Liam won't buy that. He thinks you're a yaoi master. You've got to teach him something. He's right here, waiting. Okay, think. What's the first lesson of yaoi? Yaoi is all about tenderness. For our first lesson, we will practice advanced cuddling. Draw me like one of your French girls. I'm gonna go with the first one. You cuddle Liam for hours, teaching him the finer points of spooning, sporking, and salad forking. Thank you, Sensei. I feel I am learning a lot already. I'm anxious to start practicing the actual drawing part of yaoi, but I won't question your wisdom. Maybe we should meet up next week. I still want to master butter knifing. You wonder how long you can keep this scam going. There's certainly plenty of silverware in the world. You gain +1 creativity, +1 smarts, and +1 charm. That day while rehearsing for the class play, you can't help but feel that you're not as good as the role requires you to be. There doesn't seem to be any ordinary way of getting yourself there, but there might be an extraordinary way. You summon the devil, one of many, and make a deal to enhance your creativity just a bit. You gain +2 creativity. You also lose -3 years of your life as your end of the deal, but who cares? They weren't happening in game anyway. When you finally catch a moment alone, Liam approaches you shyly, authentic Japanese pencil case in hand. Onegai shimasu, sensei. I once again require your instruction in the noble art of yaoi. Oh man, you totally forgot that you were pretending to teach Liam yaoi. Time to continue the charade. I have followed your instructions faithfully, but I am now struggling with the bane of yaois everywhere. Writer's block. My drawings are fine, but my plot lines all follow the same arc. 2 cute boys cuddling, and then what? I'm stuck. Please, Sensei, I am on my knees begging at the root of the tree of knowledge. Please fill me with your seed. You're not sure he meant that how it sounded, but that's not important right now. What should his next yaoi be about? A cute young boy falls desperately in love with his handsome young yaoi instructor. Kill your darlings. Literally, it worked for a sport of seats. I'm gonna go with the first one. But of course, when you run out of authentic ideas for art, make meta art. And then the second half of the yaoi can be the yaoi within my yaoi. And the yaoi within the yaoi can have a yaoi within a yaoi, and so on, and never-ending source of creative refreshment. Your ideas are so transcendent, Sensei, that I feel a great love for you building deep inside. It's almost as if it's true. Life really does imitate art. Liam runs off to draw his latest masterpiece before you can make life imitate art anymore, but you're making progress. You gain +2 creativity and +1 charm. When you reach Liam and Damien's table, you find it absent of food but covered in paperwork. Do we really need all these special forms? Can't we just write death threats on regular paper? For the last time, Damien, substantive change within an administrative system requires mastery of the mechanisms of... This is why I don't really like Liam, because he keeps using all these words that I have to look up. Bureaucracy. What if we wrote the death threats on really fancy paper? Liam turns to address you. As you can see, my mastery of realpolitik has caused me to embrace an unlikely ally in my quest for reform. I have no idea what he's saying. I just want the cafeteria food to stop being so boring. You see, our interests are aligned. I too desire a menu less pedestrian. Sure, either way, we're stuck on the last bit. We know we want the menu to change, but we don't know what to change it to. Yes, we have indeed encountered a culinary block. Perhaps you can suggest something appropriately artistic. A white plate with a single sprig of parsley in the center, the essence of minimalism. A bowl of knives, the essence of knives. I'm gonna go with the first one. That's it. That's it. Don't you see, Damien? It's a bold commentary on the emptiness of consumption. Really, it sounds like a plate with a leaf on it. Oh, you'll never understand. But like, why even have a leaf on the plate if you're trying to be so minimalist? My god, you're right. Why even have a plate? Why have anything at all? That's it. Our new menu item. Nothing. The school receives Liam's petition. From now on, the lunch line will include one empty tray, a great victory for artistic expression. That day you're the first one in class. You sometimes come early because you enjoy talking to the teacher. He's a bit bitter, but in a cool way. He treats you like an adult, and the two of you discuss life and stuff in a very snarky way. Look at you, excelling at glitched movie tropes. You gain +2 smarts and +1 valuable life insight that will help you face the difficulties of being young. You finally find a quiet place to sit and read some of Liam's latest yaoi. He's really taken your suggestions to heart. Evaluating my most recent work, Sensei, your dedication to my instruction is truly humbling. Actually, that instruction is the very reason I am seeking you out today. I'm ready for my final lesson. As you suggested, I spent 1,000 hours on pecs, 1,000 hours on abs, and 1,000 hours on wangs. My grades have suffered considerably, but the bodies of my boys are transcendent. My fame grows daily. And yet I am unfulfilled. I do not lust for fame or riches. I lust only for creativity and fulfillment. Damn, you really thought he was going to say you. Please, Sensei, I have been patient, but I think it's time. Teach me the secret technique that will elevate my yaoi above all others. You don't know any secret techniques, but you didn't make it this far by telling the truth. Quick, tell him something. You can only write truthfully about what you know. It's time for me to show you the secrets of yaoi intimately. You must perform a ceremonial sacrifice to Ema and Shinu, the Japanese deities of yaoi. Yeah, sure that. I think I'm gonna go with the second one. Ah, no. How did I not think of that? Obviously, an art as elevated as yaoi has to be controlled by a divine force. I couldn't see that before since I was mostly an atheist, but yaoi has given me faith. You stab someone in the halls while screaming, "Oh gods, we need your help." Suddenly the halls are filled with a mysterious mist and someone appears. "Hey, I'm Columbus, Greek god of stupidity. I've come to give you some divine advice. Don't stab people in the school while asking for help to unspecified gods. That's just stupid, really. Bye." That was good divine advice indeed. I now realize your idea of stabbing people in the halls and beseeching the gods was probably a stupid one. And I emphasize the your idea part. You understand why he was saying that so loud. The cops are right behind you, probably because of that thing about stabbing people. You only spend the next few hours at the police station because apparently stabbing people is not that serious in this up society of yours. Yet you do lose -2 smarts and -1 charm. It's not even like showing me the amount of smarts that I have, but I'm gonna still try to go for Liam. Hopefully it works. You finally pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to the Monster Prom with you. Prom? It's not that I love the concept of prom, but we need to be there, if only to remind everyone we're cooler than them. It's almost a duty. So we should do it, huh? Prom night was beautiful. For once, Liam seemed relaxed without feeling the need to act cool. He put all his mysterious posing aside and told you a bit about the time he spent as part of the Coven or Coven, I need to look it up, and about when he was in a K-pop band. You told him you admired that about him, how he has no issue trying new things, as wacky as they might sound. He smiled and told you that when you're immortal, you need to explore life to its fullest and always be eager to discover new things you might like. Then he said, "And you know what? Coming to prom with you has turned to be a new thing I seem to like very much." Oh my god. I thought it wasn't like gonna work that time. Like I thought I wasn't gonna get them because of that one last event, but it actually worked out. But thanks for watching. Bye.